Welcome my fab pants. I'm gonna continue cleaning until I decide I'm too hungry and pass out. I got home from work and this time I'm just gonna put things in an area that at least makes it so I can sit in my seat. Power tools. Technically, I would have put you on top of this. What fell? No, at least it's in an area where it's easier to clean and like get to. Well, I found a rose. It's more diamond art. It's one that didn't fit in the main batch. And I still got the trash bags that I stole from my work. Steal is a harsh word. My manager gave them to me. That's actually what happened. So we can't use these long. I probably said this before. I'm too tired to remember, I think. I always start it in my trash can to get the little dates. You get to see all my pretty paper. I have a lot of this stuff. I don't know why. This is a bag of beads. They're not even nice beads. I'm gonna take out the only parts of it that I'm actually gonna use. Okay, trash. I hate when things get stuck in my nails so much. It took me forever to grow these shits out. The first step to growing your nails out is to not have a biting habit. I still have the biting habit, I just bite other things now. That's what she said. I hope you enjoy that joke. I use it way too often. I literally have so many different colors of paper. The reason I even have the paper is because I turn it into boxes that I put my jewelry in when I sell it. Yeah, I do make the container and put it in because why not? If you ever want an origami video, just comment it. I'll do it. Just give me a list of different animals or flowers. Well, literally anything that you can find online. Different things. I can make almost anything out of paper. I'll make an origami video. I like origami. I'll even even show you how to make like an origami, like a round box. Well, roundish. The real reason I wanted my chair clean was so I could eat. Because usually I eat at my desk. But I can't do that if there is no desk space to eat. And my desks are currently covered in a bunch of random shit. Half of it's just stuff I need to put away, to be honest. I'm debating where these go because I actually don't remember where I put them. I'm just gonna leave them here. I know where this goes. These are stickers. They go in my sticker bin. I like my Miss Joke mask. I did make it a little too big though, so I might cut it down. But that's okay. I have a drawer in the bathroom I can put this in. I started trying to make a wolf type mask and I hate it, so I'm just gonna throw it out. There's no fixing something if you hate it enough. Because then all you're gonna have for it is hate. Paintbrushes. When I say I have nail art paintbrushes, this is actually like what I meant. I do have them. I actually do know how to do acrylic nails, which is a skill that I learned accidentally because I found the stuff for it online and I was like, I'll mess around. I have a power drill. What I mean by that is I have this, and it has a different attachment. And different speeds. It was also way cheaper than the ones they have for nails. And the nail ones don't have as many speeds. Okay, mine has 5 settings. Some of the nail ones that were like hundreds of dollars only had 3. And that's embarrassing. Like, who wants that? This is my pretty little clipboard. I might add more stickers to this. You will notice the they them stickers. It's because I use both sets of pronouns. Call me whatever you want. I don't really care. I'll just go with it because at the end of the day it doesn't matter. Scientifically what matters is what's between my legs because medical files need to be accurate, but that's about it. Like if I'm in a medical situation, I want people to know what I was born as, because biologically there is different scientific names and different medicines that are known to work better between the genders. But also, if you get more deep into chromosomes and stuff, depending on which ones you have in different genetic mutations, it gets more complicated. I studied it a little bit because in psychology, biology plays a little bit on how both you react to certain symptoms and how more affected you will be by those symptoms. Women tend to be more affected by things like hysteria and psychosis than men, because men tend to be more ignoring of them, while women tend to focus on the little things a bit more. This is based off of averages, not exact percentages. There are both men who get affected more and women who get affected less along every spectrum, but on average, more deal with some things more and more deal with other things more. You just have to find out what average you follow along with the most. Which is also why I was studying so deeply into autism and the spectrum and stuff. Women and men present symptoms in completely different ways. There's also multiple forms of autism underneath those categories too, which is why I got the infinity symbol to represent how everyone can be affected differently by anything. There's an infinite amount of possibilities and ways to help and ways to do things better. I struggle with people because I like to speak monotone. I do not like changing my voice because I cannot hear the changes in my voice. And I don't have any emotion behind my voice. But people think there's emotion behind my voice, and so sometimes they think I'm being a bitch, when in reality, I'm trying to do my very best to get you in and out of here and with your food as fast as possible with exactly what you want and ordered, for as cheap as possible, if lucky. If you come at me with a nice tone, I will most likely look for deals and cheaper ways to do whatever you want. One person asked for 2 pieces of chicken only. That would be $8.56, but we have a deal going on right now where if you got the $5 deal, it would only be $5.40, and you'd get a mash and gravy and a biscuit with the chicken. Exactly the same pieces that he wanted. And I was like, I'm just trying to save you money, bro. It's hard to even live. I like how I started this as I'm just gonna organize. I started to. Then I got distracted. This is a makeup brush. I have an area for this. I have a cup where I keep all of my important tools. Pliers. Technically there's a bin for it, but I don't want to grab the bin. It's too much work to get it out. But I count paintbrushes as makeup brushes, which some people find really weird, but it's the same thing, just different shapes, okay? As long as it does what it needs to, why bother? Also, why spend more money on a brush when you can spend less? So, was there a long period of time where I was just using paintbrushes as makeup brushes? I still do that. move you closer. Let's bring you with me. Look, my desk is slowly getting emptier. Whoa. Hurrah, hurrah, hooray. I have a fork. I'm gonna use that to eat my mash and gravy. Split. This is a resin material. I'm gonna put it in here. This is a charger. I have a drawer for that. My drawer might look like a junk drawer, but I promise you it really is just all electronic stuff. Well, I can't use that battery. I don't even want to touch that anymore. Well, now I know where that orange yellow stuff came from. I regret not wearing gloves for this. Like, what the fuck is these things? So gross. I want to save the duck because these are so cute. I got a pack of like 50 of them, and they glow in the dark. And I've been making them into earrings for people. As soon as my friend saw that there was a black one, she was like, "Can you make me a set of earrings out of the black ones?" And I was like, "Sure. I'll see if I have enough." Because I didn't know if I had 2 black ones at the time. I did. I made them for her birthday. I got this in Washington, D.C. when I went on that trip for school. That was fun. Oh, damn. There's resin on it. I got it off. My nails are strong. Holy shit. It just peeled it off so easily. I don't remember the last time I cleaned the sewing machine. But it probably hasn't been a very long time. But also, I really could not reach it. So it's not like I had a reason to use it. that you enjoy the videos, though. I love your comments. I very much enjoy any comments left. Even negative ones, honestly. Those are fun to comment back to because they're really fun to make fun of. Because it just makes me think how dumb people are because they don't know how the algorithm works or how it recommends things to you. If you comment on a video, it's going to recommend it to you more often. Because it means you showed interest in said content. And the fact that some people don't know that makes me laugh so hard. Because they really should. I like making fun of people. And yes, this is a Singer sewing machine. It is worth so much money now. But I'm gonna keep it forever because this shit can last. There is like older versions of it, and I know they're worth more. But Singers are just so good. So hold on to them if you ever get them. Because they're worth a lot of money, yes, but also they're just genuinely the best sewing machines in general. I'm just filling a bag with art supplies. Because I don't know what to do with it otherwise. My friend made some chocolate covered pretzels for me, and I was so ecstatic that she did. Well, she made them for herself, but she had enough to give away some. But I'm glad that she did have enough. I'm glad that she overmakes things. Like, no self-control on portions. I'm glad she doesn't have portion control. It makes it so fun, because I just get snacks randomly given to me. It's such a blast to hang out with her. I bought her a phone, actually. That was something I did. And it's because, she's the main person to drive if anything goes wrong. Like, any of the cars break down or anything, she's the main person to show up, drive, do the things that need to be done. That's why I bought her a phone. It's because her old one broke. And I was like, well, you still need to show up for anyone if anything happens, because you're the only one who actually would. So I forced her to have a phone. I didn't even give her a choice either. I was like, let me buy it for you. Fuck off. Stop complaining that you don't have the money. I don't care. I'm buying it. You need a phone. So I want to fucking talk to you. I was so mean about it, but like in a nice way of, want to talk to you. Getting a phone. I don't care if I have to spend money on this shit. I want to talk to you. So it was like a wholesome anger. I'm mean to her in a nice way. Sometimes I'm mean to her in an annoying way, but that's by accident. if you wonder what those, like, boxes up there are, like the cauldrons, those are filled with jewelry that, people want to buy, but they're currently waiting till they can afford it. One of the people who had been, she got into a car accident. Like, not only did she hit a person with her car, she also got hit by a car in a row. Like, this happened. She hit a person, she stopped, checked to see if they were okay, and then got hit by a car while trying to check on this man that she hit with her car. Which is fucked. I've never hit a person with my car before. So the fact that when she did hit a person with a car and she got hit by a car, she's also the only one getting sympathy. The other person she hit with her car died. The person who got hit by her car is dead, and she's the one getting sympathy. Don't get me wrong, I'm giving her my sympathy because she's my friend. But the fact that the other man's not getting any sympathy, the one that she hit with a car, I'm just baffled. Like, I'm glad she's getting sympathy in general because, like, she also got hit by a car. But the fact that the man who died in the situation's getting nothing, like, no sympathy, no pity, like, what happened to not give that man any like, benefit of the doubt? Like, what? I found a Lego. Not throwing that out. The amount of times I have to replace Lego pieces on my car is way more than it should be. I will say this is probably the emptiest this desk will ever be for a very long time. Because I'm the type of person who will take 500 tasks out all at once and then do them all at the same time. It's so fun to do that to yourself, but it's also really not a good idea. Because it doesn't get done for so long. Still, seeing them get no sympathy is kind of funny, but also, like, really sad. Like, it's expected, but it's also kind of sad that it's an expected thing. I've never expected a man to get sympathy points. Not even a little bit. That just doesn't happen. Not for free, at least. I'm hyper aware of that being a statement of truth. I made myself a mash and gravy because I do not like chicken. I chose KFC because I knew I couldn't ruin a food group that I already don't like. I don't judge people if they like chicken. I just don't eat it myself personally. I just don't like the taste of meat. Which I don't know why I don't. I just don't. People question it, and I'm just like, I don't know. My body is weird. But for a full year, eating or smelling meat in general made me vomit. I've never been like in meat, never did. I don't know why either. Would love to know why. I just chalked it up to my body just didn't need it. I could eat fish. You might be like, wait, isn't that a marker? No, it's powder actually. It's to stamp molds with pigment so that they have an even coating. So when you demold them, you see a very beautiful image of whatever color you imprinted on the mold. It's a really cool pen. I think I stole that pen. Don't mind me, just reminiscing on things that I don't remember where I got. I also have tattoo markers. These are to draw on like fake tattoos. They're really cool, and I love them so much. They're so fun. I got this from when I donated a bunch of my hair. I made sure it was a place that would give my hair to like a kid for free. Because if you're gonna donate, at least donate to a place that will be more ethical. If you're gonna donate for money, then donate for money. But if you're gonna donate for ethics, donate for ethics. I did not need money for my hair, and I did not need said hair. I was gonna cut it off regardless. My mom was pissed when I did it. Because she's like, women need long hair, men need long hair, nobody should have short hair, yada yada. This is something I made for someone. It is meant to be Sailor Moon's like head thing, but not just regular Sailor Moon, Sailor Neptune. So this is also a costume piece, which means it does not belong over here. It belongs in my corner where I put on the costume pieces that I've made. I would say that you should be like, oh my god, you're such a good person. I'm not. I'm really not. I donated it because I could. Because I had the hair. And I did not want it. I made an excuse so that my hair would get cut short. That was for my own benefit. My mom would have never let me get my hair cut short if it wasn't for the fact that I made my grandmother take me. My hair would still be, like, down to my ass. I hate long hair. Always have. Not on other people. Don't get me wrong. I love long hair. Just not on me. I like it on other people. Love long hair on other people. Personally, if I have too much hair on my neck, I overheat and want to die. So, to avoid that feeling, I keep my hair short. Because it's my hair, and I get to do what I want with it. I found a hairbrush. Tips. Where's the other rulers? There they are now. This is actually important. I hate fake nails. Our Lucknow has fake nails, and oh god, ew. Why is it sticky? This is soldering metal. I'm gonna put this in the drawer. This is actually a stand to hold soldering stuff so that I can have it still so I can solder it together. Have I used it? No. I prefer just holding things in my hand and praying that I don't burn myself. Because I'm a psycho, clearly. I was looking for this. Oh yeah. I also make some crosses. Some people are like, oh my god, if you're not Christian, why do you use a cross? It has multiple meanings. It is not just a symbol of Christianity. According to some, it actually is a symbol of paganism. My mother is a pagan. My dad's an atheist, though. I asked him why he was an atheist, and his answer was, all of the gods would hate me if I believed in them, so I just don't follow them. I was like, Dad, that's fucked, but also Greek mythology. You're a whore. You'd fit right in with Zeus. I can call a man a whore. That is fully legal. Men can be whores too. Don't get me wrong, I love my dad. He's awesome. God, does he not know when to stop. He gets me birthday cards every year. I have not thrown out any of them. I still have every single card he's ever given me. The one thing I could never do during the entire divorce was hate either of my parents. And my mom didn't like that because I didn't hate my dad. And my dad didn't like that I didn't dislike my mom. When in reality, I just wanted to still see both of them, but also have them have nothing to do with each other. Like, can you just stop talking about each other? I get it. You don't like each other. I don't give a shit. I still love you both because you're my parents and you still take care of me. Because that's what you guys do. You don't have to be together to take care of me. You just have to be there. And not talk about each other. Because I don't want to hear what you have to say about each other. It's like the same thing to my mom, though. But yeah. But you're still my parents. So. Ow. I'm really just trying to clean resin. getting resin stuck on anything is getting it off. Because it's actually a really good material for making tables and covering shit. I think once I smooth out this table, I'm probably going to cover it in something. I have a tablecloth. I'm going to cover it in a tablecloth. I mean, I'm going to cut it down to size so it fits, but I feel like it's just a valid thing to do, is just cover your table in a tablecloth. Especially if you use it as like a resin area. Resin loves to stick to everything. phone cleaning results in you having to use a razor blade, you know you did something wrong. What is, like, the point of, like, the little dip in a desk? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's just meant for downwards. Like, isn't that why they made keyboards slightly flatter and less indented, so that they'd collect less dust and crumbs and filth? Okay. You're just calmly cutting away at resin for a long ass time. Where did I put the tablecloth? I don't know where this fell from, but it fell. I honestly don't care enough what I use as a healing oil, so I'm probably just gonna use this. Until I find my actual one, it's just gonna be this. Because it's plastic and it works. And it's more about whatever does the most work, honestly. Yeah, see? It'd be so much better. I know that some people question my faith and they're just like, what religion are you? And I'm just like, I'm an omniist. I believe in every god existing. That doesn't mean I follow every god. That's an incorrect statement. I believe that we can will things into existence, whether it be true gods or false gods, but we can never tell who is the true god. We can believe one god is above all. Sure. Follow whoever you want. Follow whoever makes you, like, feel the best about yourself. Who is the least cruel, the least mean to you. Whatever faith fits your vibe. But at the end of the day, to me, it does not matter what faith a person follows, as long as the point of their faith is to be a good person, to not only themselves, but to other people as well. It is against literally every religion to force other people to believe it. It is against all religions to be aggressive or rude to other people. I do have access to all of the Bibles. I am friends with quite a few priests, and I can tell you very certain, in every faith, it is against the rules to be an asshole. It says it in the Bible, like, directly, many times, in every faith. Don't be an asshole. So, that is how I feel about faith. And it confuses the hell out of some people. And they're just like, but that's not okay. What you're doing right now is not okay. Don't be an asshole. It's against every religion to be an asshole. My mom found that really funny when I said that. I also find it really funny to say it every time. Because I myself can be quite an asshole. Unintentionally, though. It is very unintentional on my part. Because I cannot tell half the time when I am being mean. I have my social unawareness to blame for how I am. You have no excuse, usually. I do apologize when I figure out if I'm being rude, but if I can't tell, I can't tell until I'm told. Like, I unconsciously interrupt people all the time. I'm sorry, every time, but it's just, speak faster, and I can predict what you're gonna say before you even say it half the time. So it just takes so much longer if you just keep repeating yourself. Like, I'm not intentionally an asshole, you just speak too slow. Sorry. I don't even like the color pink. I mean, I know it's slightly more purple than it is pink, but I hate the color pink. Kind of wish I chose green. I like the color green. I'm just glad it's covered now. Oh, I gotta put a strip down the center, otherwise this is gonna bug me. I'm just now if I spill something on it, it won't be messy. Yay. I'm gonna keep my antiperspirant and my glasses cleaner. My antiperspirant leaked onto my chair. I know it was the antiperspirant and not the glasses cleaner by the fact that it smells good. I love how it was my only tell. It was like, smells great. Now I have a shit ton of beads to organize. I got this kit because it was cheap. That's literally it. It was cheap. But I don't like how it's in this case. So I'm going to put it in a different case. One that's easier to open. And doesn't open every single bead. I hate when they do that. I was hoping I could use these, but I guess not. I'm just going to separate it by color then. And this is why I said I'd keep these set. I hate opening them. And it's not even like they're individually bagged or anything. Actually, that's a really good idea. I have so many bags. I could individually bag them. And then just keep them in the top. Top's full. Technically, I could. I could still do it anyway. I have multiple of these pins. That actually means I could get in more even, better divides, actually. I actually turned my light down lower because my eyes were hurting. You ever just have it where your eyes just ache? I do, at least. It's probably not normal. It's probably something really wrong, but I don't care that much. my trash can into the corner. For the lungs. Move that here. I'm gonna move you guys closer and away. I can sit more comfortably. I'm gonna move you guys down. The zero editing is for my sake, not for yours. When I say I have hundreds of baggies, I meant it. When I say I have mental issues, I meant it. When I say like things very separated and organized, I meant it in the worst possible way. Why do I have thousands of beads, you may ask, or think? I make jewelry, and I do sell it occasionally. I technically can only sell to locals right now, because if you live in my state, I can just, like, bring it, like, deliver it, like, in person, or meet you at, like, a restaurant. In my state. I do want to make an online shop, and that would be so convenient and fun. If I in fact had the time and effort to put into that. I do plan on making one eventually, but like it's so hard to make a website if you have nothing to like base it off of. Because I'm the type of person, I will only make things in one style once. My question here is... Okay, so no, they're not the same. They're gray. Just confirming. Because the white ones don't have two types of white. There's just white. Which means I'm going to put them in here. Realization I have is I kept my chair on the lowest setting. I love keeping it on the higher setting because I don't like it when my feet touch the ground. I'm so happy. I know the reason they have the higher setting on chairs is because tall people exist. I like keeping my chair on the highest setting because I like it when my feet dangle. Because I finnick around a lot with my legs and feet. And I find it very uncomfortable to sit in general. I think it's really funny that Christians are like, oh my god, the Christmas tree and like all of like Christmas is a Christian or origin of holiday, when in reality it's actually originally a pagan holiday, which is the reason why my family celebrated Christmas, was because it was pagan and my mom's pagan. Because in reality, we don't actually care about traditions on my dad's side. For Christmas, what we do is we open all our gifts the day before. Because when it's Christmas Day, we're usually not with each other. We're usually too busy doing other shit. Like, my dad likes to go to the bar, party with his friends. I don't drink, personally. Which means I'm following more rules of multiple Bibles than other people. There are so many different Bibles out there. The thing is, I like reading the Bibles from like different religions and seeing what like the differences between all of the religions are. And the only thing I can really agree on with most of them is be nice to each other and don't think inappropriate thoughts. Very simple rules. Which is hilarious because I make so many inappropriate jokes. But, like, I make them because I know they make people laugh. And that's the only reason I make them. Because me, myself, does not do the inappropriates when it comes to the body. Because I find people very repulsive. Don't get me wrong, I think women are beautiful, but like, I'm the type of person who would rather draw a person than hug them. No physical contact, please. Oh, also the spread of religion. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in forcing people to believe in something. What's important to me is people's safety and people taking care of themselves. Like, the only reason I got mad at my editor for playing video games instead of finishing his editing, it was because of the fact that if you were gonna do something, get it done right away so that you can have more free time later on. Like, why I would rather work all of my hours within a few days instead of throughout the week. I hate working throughout the week. It is the worst thing that they ever thought was a thing. Or that they thought was supposed to be a thing. Who wants to work every single day? I sure as hell don't. But I still don't mind working 40 hours. And the problem with that is literally just I would rather work all at once instead of shit. Oh, all the orange ended up in the pink, and the pink ended up. I don't even know where anything that would hit the floor would go. I'll find that later when I'm walking, which is unfortunate. All I wanted to do was readjust to be comfortable and see more from my fucking desk. think anyone can do is research multiple faiths. It's really fun to look into. Though sometimes you'll occasionally read over a faith and realize, oh, that is so cultish. And the way you can tell the difference between, like, oh, they're trying to be better people versus cultish is if there is any hate and any form of, I want control over others. If there is any form of, I want control over others, it is actually considered a cult. Because cults are made on the focus of controlling others via faith, making them feel like they have purpose. In the worst way. I do like reading about Greek gods, though. They have one of the prettiest storylines. Yeah, that's what it's called. They have one of the prettiest storylines when it comes to any of their gods. And the thing is, all of their stories do teach you different lessons. So it's not like they're bad, it's not a bad religion. But any religion can be bad if you use the lessons as a way to persecute others instead of to learn from and be better from. In reality, none of the gods in Greek mythology are related. In the original versions of their stories, none of them are related. But the more modern of the stories, or at least when there was influences of Christianity and other religions involved, it started making the characters related and relatives and giving them family bounds. When originally they did not have that. Because God does not have family bounds. They are just beings of higher power. But I do like that they added the family bounds part because it does make it kind of interesting. Like, all of these gods are related and they're all assholes to each other. And then there's just Hades chilling, being very responsible, looking out over his domain. Like, he got the short end of the stick when it came to realms. But he sure as hell looked over it very well. He's kind of one of the only Greek gods that I can respect. But that's with most religions. The only gods I can respect are the ones that are, the gods of death, or related to death. Like with Egyptians, I respect Anubis. There are other gods related to death, other than Anubis. Just Anubis is the one that I can think of off the top of my head at all times, because they have a dog-like structure that I find really cool. potatoes are cold. Oh, I missed a bead. Why? This is why I hate these plastic containers, by the way, is because it launches beads. It's like you collect too much static energy, and it goes boom. I don't know where the bees went. I'm so upset. Because I just went ba-boom, and now I'm missing some beads. saw that one. There it is. Fucked up fact is school shootings would be a 0 if nobody actually had to go into the school building. If everyone was homeschooled, there would be no school shootings. Because nobody would be in the building. Everyone would just be home. I still don't comprehend how school shootings are a thing. I don't get it. I don't get how it's a possibility that happens, but it does, apparently. Who cares that much? I don't know. When I was in school, my only thought was, I'll just tolerate this till I'm done. And it's not like school was hard. School was really easy for me. But that's because I just genuinely could understand schoolwork. But I also know that I used to turn in homework assignments the day I was handed them. Like, my math teacher would give us, like, our homework 10 minutes before the end of class. And then you'd just be, like, vibing, waiting for the bell to ring so that we could leave. And then I would turn in my homework. I'd finish it in those 10 minutes and turn it in. And he would just look at me, being like, how did you do that so fast? And my only thought was, it's fucking easy. I'm sorry that I'm not, like, dumb as the rest of these kids. I was surrounded by a lot of really stupid people in high school. Dumb in, like, a way of, they sucked at, like, everything type of dumb. But I liked doing my homework assignments because I didn't believe that homework would belong as homework. I didn't believe in homework. I believed in school being for school and home being for home. And everyone should leave me alone when I'm at home. Teachers hated me for that. Because I would just turn in homework so fast that they would have more work to grade sooner rather than later. If you give me access to assignments early, I would do them ahead of time just so I wouldn't have to do them later. Because I'm lazy in the worst way. Because I was the smart ass kind of lazy rather than the polite kind of lazy. For most of my life, I've never met, like, too many racist people. I only ever knew my grandmother to be one. And then I started working where I do with the people that I work with. And wow, do they just appear out of nowhere. It's not even to me because I'm white and most of the time I'm just like, okay. But then I hear some wild things get said about some of my coworkers, and I'm just like, damn. People really can think that's okay to say out loud? Ain't their mama ever teach them not to say shit if it's rude? Yay. I'm almost done. Shit. I think I know I'm tired. I filmed like 3 characters in a row, and I regret everything about it. I don't even know where the beef went. Well, we'll find out one day. a fun fact about life that I will never forget, because I found it really funny. Because sometimes I just get animal facts handed to me. I don't know why. And I don't remember how I learned them. Bumblebees can only come once. Male bumblebees can only come once in their life. Because once they come, they die. Their dick blows up. Another fun fact, 7 out of 10 giraffes are gay. Like, they actively look for the same sex. And the only time they ever even think about sleeping with a female is when they're on their period, and that's just for procreation. And that's it. It's the only time they actively will try to sleep with a female. It's probably like a dominance thing, but I just think it's really funny that male giraffes will actively look out for each other instead of a female. Like, they'll hit, and, like, beat up a female until she pees to see if they're on their period. Fun fact, Romans used, like, all of their their soldiers, would actively fuck each other. And, the bottom was not allowed to pretend to, was not allowed to enjoy it, but not allowed. I'm gonna use quotations there because historians like to make things up to make things seem straighter as a form of control. When people are horny, they're horny, okay? It doesn't matter what form. But they said it was for a dominance thing. The smaller dick, the smarter, the longer, the bigger the dick, the stronger. According to their history. Which is hilarious. Also, I will say Greek and Roman, but their history is kind of right next to each other when it comes to a lot of things. And you cannot tell me I'm, like, wrong about that, okay? Another type of video that I can film is if you want to see my physical therapy type of exercises. Because right now I'm doing mostly strength training. Because picking up more than 5 pounds actually hurts physically. Am I still gonna do it anyway? Yeah, because I need shit done. And I don't have all the time in the world. I say that like I'm in my 80s. I'm really young. I'm not a child, but I'm also not old. I hate those plastic containers so fucking. me just throwing out packaging. Have some room in the case. These baggies are condensable. Well, anyway, have a good night, my fab fams. And I'll see you in the next video when I tackle my next desk. And maybe my dresser. Probably my dresser. Have a good night. Peace, love, good night.